In this module, I'm going to go through some tips and tricks for taking your Part 107 exam. First one is study each test question and lectures and review several times before taking the test to improve your retention. Find and take practice tests online. There are a number of them. Schedule the test as soon after you feel you've completed training because all of our brains and our memories are volatile. During the test, don't rush and skim. The FAA questions often have subtle wording or traps in the details. Most correct answer when two seem plausible. Read all answer choices. Eliminate the obviously wrong ones first. Sometimes the most correct or complete answer wins when options overlap. Find this very important, but flag and skip tough questions in your initial pass through the exam. The exam is given on a PC and you can skip question and then come back to them later. Mark uncertain questions, move on, and return with fresh eyes. This prevents getting stuck and burning time.
Where you'll see that the FAA does this intentionally to try to trick you. They want to make sure that you're paying attention to the details. So read the full question and read all of the answers before making your choice.
Some more tips. Use the process of elimination. Narrow to two choices. Pick the one that best matches regulation or chart facts. Manage your time. You get 2 hours for 60 questions. That's approximately 2 minutes per question. Don't spend over 5 minutes on one chart question. Flag it and come back. Double check your chart and math questions. These are common failure points. Note coordinates and units carefully. Latin longe, magnetic versus true, AGL versus MSL, statute miles versus nautical miles, and sketch quick diagrams on scratch paper if needed. Utilize the proposed testing supplement legend symbols, which is this chart, which answers a number of questions right there in the chart. Bring a magnifier to read small sectional chart details. Try to understand, don't memorize. Focus on understanding the why and how of FAA regulations.
Hey, for those of you that are thinking about studying for your Part 107, getting your remote pilot certificate so you can fly your drone commercially, I have a little bit of a hack for you. And it came from one of my commenters, and they said, hey, use ChatGPT to study for your Part 107. I didn't believe it at first, but then I looked it up. I asked ChatGPT to give me 100 multiple choice questions along with the answers to help me study for my Part 107 exam. And it actually gave me some legitimate questions. And I only asked it for 100 multiple choice questions. You can ask it for as many questions as you want. Now here's the problem with it though. There's a lot of things that are on the exam that ChatGPT will not be able to answer.
Stay calm on a new question. You may get a question or two or three that you've never seen before. The FAA adds fresh questions periodically. If something looks unfamiliar, rely on core principles rather than panicking. This is a tool that I use. You're given scratch paper with your test. So I draw a simple compass on scratch paper. It will aid in answering questions about runway numbers, directions, plane location. Just lay it down on the sectional chart at the question location and orient it if you need to do that.
With ATC authorization, you are operating your small unmanned aircraft approximately 4 statute miles southeast of Elizabeth City Regional Airport. What hazard is indicated to be in that area? So, the first thing we need to do is find Elizabeth City at Area 3, and it's just to the southwest of Area 3. It's this Class Delta airspace. So, that's our reference point. And it's telling us that we are operating 4 statute miles southeast of that airport. At the top of this figure, you have a few different distance scales. The top one is in nautical miles, and the second one is in statute miles. And we need to measure a distance of 4 statute miles. Since this is all based on paper, you have your paper test supplement booklet and scratch paper that you can mark on. Take that scratched piece of paper and measure out 4 statute miles. Those are the 4 smaller tick marks on the left side of the reference. Once you have that measured out, take one end down to Elizabeth City. Here's 4 statute miles to the south, and then we'll just rotate that over to the east. And we're looking in this general area here at 4 statute miles southeast of that airport.
Take the information in this and a ton of other reference materials on the internet, or take a formal course, either face to face or online. There's a number of good vendors, and go out and pass that test. You deserve it. And if you worked hard, you earned it. Have a great day. Bye now.